Hello, this is gonna be the first part of explaining how to do Cayo perico for so that solo quietly all the steps, and this is the first step, which is reconnaissance. I'm gonna do the best. I'm gonna show the best way to do it.
What do you think Mr. Rubio is doing right now?
It may not
If
be
you
like
listen very
everything the best
carefully on
because I'm
sonar,
like not
you can
a
hear
pro,
him
but
screaming.
yeah.
You wish to set course?
First thing we do is fast travel to the nearest point of wherever the venom spawns. I got a pretty decent spawn here, which is the grapeseed spawn, which is one of the closest ones to the city. So what we do now is just get to the sparrow and fly to the point.
Goodbye.
The reconnaissance is pretty straightforward. Venom is going to have some enemies and the one car. If you have this, I mean, I'm gonna use the sparrow for everything because I assume y'all have the sparrow. We're gonna make sure it aims at the car and then shoot at the car, and only at the car, because if we shoot at the enemies we risk damaging the venom, and then we risk failing the reconnaissance mission. So don't do that. Then just pull out your gun and kill all the rest of the enemies. After you kill them all, we just get on the plane and take off. Now taking off might be sometimes a bit hard because there's just a very limited runway on pretty much all of the venom spawns, but just get as much as possible speed, so ground speed, and then just take off right here. Get the tires. Now we're gonna have barely any vertical speed in the air. What we're gonna do is we like drop down. My headset went out. So what we're gonna do is go is like when we take off, we're gonna get as much as possible height and then go down once, twice, and after that there's gonna be like enough speed. Like yeah. And now we just fly. There's nothing special about this part. Just fly straight. Okay, now after we arrive at the point, after we fly for a while, we're gonna end up landing at Cayo Perico, and I'm gonna show how to do the reconnaissance best and fastest way. It's very easy. So this is all the reconnaissance for the solo quiet approach. So what I do is I get the bike there.
Once you leave the airstrip, do not let the guards get a good look at you. The disguise is not perfect. They see you clearly while you're in the wrong place. They will put
Oh fuck.
two and two together and make bullets, yes?
Okay. So the first thing I do is get this bike, and we go to this hangar. There's no enemies here. You have to not at all worry about enemies and stuff. What we do here in the hangar, we scope out the secondary targets. So we got grass, we got marijuana, and money. The first one is gonna be like manual sending it to Pavel, but after that it's just gonna be tapping square. On the photo, it was blocked by the the metal bar, but it doesn't matter. The game just recognizes it. For the there's even more loot in the hangar. There's bottom loot, and there's more loot up there. And the only way to get up there is this forklift. You get this box, and you pull them up, and you will have to do this, like crash into it with the box, and y'all climb on the forklift. Just press the climb button here and press the climb button here, and we're gonna have more secondary loot. Now we got cash and cocaine. Cocaine is the best secondary loot for solo, but also the rarest. Then, and the worst is cash, and grass is the one in the middle. So if you got coke, get the coke first. If you got grass, get the grass first. And if you got money, then you're fucked, because money's by far the worst secondary loot. Now these are the first 4 secondary loot spots. They're not always going to be the same. They're always different. Sometimes there's empty spots, and there's one more secondary loot spawn in the airstrip. This is in this little shack, and here we got double money. So we're just gonna photograph that.
Okay, position locked.
Now when you scoped out all the secondary loot on the airstrip, there's no need to scope out other secondary loot because you're solo. That's gonna fill your bag. There's very rare instances there's not enough loot on the airstrip to fill your bag. In that case, restart Cayo perico because it's just a very bad heist. But yeah, after you scope out all the secondary loot at the airstrip, you just gonna drive what I'm driving right now, the same route. Oh, my controller fucking died. That's insane. Just follow the exact same route as I am. Through these hills, through these broken houses. This is all for to avoid enemies, and yeah, we're going to the control tower. Now my game is German because I'm German, but it's all very straightforward. Now this is gonna be like the harder part. There's like a sniper there. There's this barricade. There's a checkpoint. You can't like normally drive it. You will get spotted. There was this sniper. You can see him on a minimap. You have to make sure he watches in the right direction. If he watches in that direction where I'm watching right now, he's going to see you while I make this move. What I'm gonna do is, there's this rock here. Oh, see, yeah, the sniper just turned around. Look, if he looks at that direction, you'll see on the minimap, he will spot you if you do the jump. But let's just wait until he turns around, and I'm going to show you how to do this. You'll have to position yourselves in between these two palm trees. And there was this rock here. He turned around. You're gonna drive as fast as possible and just take this ramp, and you'll skip the checkpoint like this. This looks hard, but it's easier than it looks. Yeah. And this is how we skip the checkpoint. Now we drive just through here. Sometimes right in front of me where I'm standing on this path, there's going to be a guard, but if he spawns, you just drive right around him. We drive like this on the hill. Now the enemy in front of me, yeah, he turned around. You'll have to wait until he turns around, or he'll see you. Okay, we drive through this, then we drive for the fields, making sure the camera doesn't see us. Don't worry about the civilists. The civilians will not alert anyone. Y'all can touch the civilians, they will not do anything. Now we drive up this hill, make sure to not hit any bushes because some of them are solid. And now we're up here. Now there's an important tip. If you see the guard in front of me here, here the guard, he's behind this little building here. If he's not here, the signal box is somewhere here on the bottom, but if the guard stands here, the signal box is guaranteed not in the bottom, but somewhere somewhere up the tower. It could be, it's random, but it doesn't affect anything where the signal box is. The location of the signal box does not affect anything. Just go up until you see the signal box. Or in case the guard is not on the bottom, just find the signal box on the bottom. Oh, so the signal box is on the very top. Okay, it's gonna take a while. Okay, so here's the signal box. Could be in any of the levels, but I got it on the very top. So we hack this now. It's very easy to hack. Basically, you're going to have these symbols. The square with the square with one line through it is ×1. The X is ×10, and these two lines with a line through them is ×2. It's like basic math. Basically, we do 1 × 10 is 10. 5 × 2 is 10, and 8 × 1 is 1, so we got 28. It's just elementary school math.
is on your phone. Let us do some window shopping, yes?
Now we go on this app, and we just skip through all the cameras until we see the basement.
Have a look in the basement. No need to change the winning formula, yes?
And here we have the basement, and my main loot is the ruby necklace.
Display case.
There's 4 ordinary loots, main loots.
Must be worth a fortune.
Let
us find out exactly how much.
Pavel, please be quiet. So there's the tequila.
Through the case
Pavel.
will be a challenge. Use the wrong tool and you destroy what is inside. I will do some research.
Okay, so the worst loot is the tequila. Second worst is the ruby necklace. That's what I got. Oh my god, Pavel, can you shut the fuck up?
So much you can carry. You want more? Bring friends.
Second worst is the ruby necklace, which is what I got. Then we have the bearer bonds. They're on the safe here in the left. They're a bit more rare. And the rarest loot you can get is the diamond. Is the pink diamond. That's the best loot. And there's another loot, but it's only on very rare occasions on event weeks. It's the panther statue. It's like by far the best main loot, but never got it, and it's very rare. So what we do now, if you got the top level, just jump and kill yourself. Not in real life, in GTA 5. In GTA 5, in the reconnaissance mission of Cayo Perico. And then we just spawn here and fly back to Los Santos. Okay, now just order your Kasatka so it's close to you. Order your Sparrow. Get in the Sparrow. And just get back to the Kasatka, and yeah, that's it for the reconnaissance mission. It's probably the easiest mission, the most straightforward one. The only hard part is probably the jump for the checkpoint, but after a couple of times it's very easy. And then we just get back into the Kasatka by
Okay. Get up.
by landing in there. That's it for the reconnaissance.